Hello and welcome back to Vickie's Country Home. Today I went and picked up my Azure Standard order, and it's another big one. There's so many things that I'm excited about and I want to share with you, and I will probably not detail everyone because some are, well, you'll see. But if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button below and the little notification bell next to it, because then you'll know when I'm uploading videos and you don't want to miss them, especially these, because these are always fun to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump in and show you what I got this time and maybe give you some ideas of why Azure Standard is a perfect helper in trying to be prepared for what life throws your way. And I know a lot of people had to deal with some really uncomfortable times these last few weeks, mostly due to weather, sometimes due to health. It always pays to be prepared because you don't know which situation is going to cause you and your family to have hardships. Having whole, healthy foods on hand that you can grab and prepare is just a very huge thing. And also there, maybe later we'll do another video talking about ways to cook when you're challenged without power, because I've done that and we have been without power a few times. We're off grid also, so maybe we'll do a video soon about that kind of stuff. But let's jump in on the Azure Standard. One of the first things, I'll go with the refrigerated things first because I want to put them back away. But I have started buying this every time now because this milk from Alexander Family Farm is so good. 6% milk fat, A2. Now, I didn't know what that meant, so I went and read up on it, and apparently that is closer to human milk. It is, these cows have been bred to not give the milk that causes so many people discomfort. So it's easier on your digestion. I'm going to say I don't like milk and I love this stuff, and I will sit and drink this. That I have never in my life liked milk. I love this. I will drink it. And I learned something really cool about this. You can just put this bottle just like this, brand new, unopened, in the freezer. And it's got a little expansion thing here on the bottom. So that'll pop out, and that's how it's able to freeze. But you can freeze this, and then when you want to use it, you take it out and put it in the refrigerator for a day or two. It will thaw. It'll turn kind of yellow, the same like yellow in butter, That's natural. But when it thaws, it comes right back to this pretty white color. So I'm going to be doing that. I'll probably do a video and show you how it turned out, because I want to buy more of this, and I can only drink so much over the month period of time before my next shipment comes. So I'm going to try the freezing it. And also from Alexander Family Farm is their heavy whipping cream, and this stuff is so good. Again, it's just really tasty. It's the A2, so it's easier on people that normally can't drink milk. So, and they all say on them, milk for humans, and it's A2, which means it's A1 free, because that's what causes people problems. Gives many people the freedom to enjoy milk again, and 40% butterfat in this cream. It's just really tastier. It's it says it's 10% creamier than regular heavy whipping cream. So I buy these and I love them. This milk is 28 fluid ounces, and that was $4.93 for this. It's a little bit high, but you're getting quality, and I'm going to tell you again, the milk fat on the top of these bottles is just huge. So you shake it up and it's just really rich and creamy. The cream, this is 12 fluid ounces and it's $5.14. Again, I can buy cheaper at the grocery store, but it's not going to taste like this, and it is not A2, so I'm willing to pay for that one. And I may try freezing that too, although I've heard if you're going to whip it, it might not do as well. I don't know. That's a test to try also. So those are really my two refrigerated things, other than something new that I'm going to try. I'd heard of this, but never tasted it, never knew much about it. And that is organic burdock root. Now these ugly things are in the sunflower family. They're also related to artichokes, and apparently if you roast them, they have kind of that flavor, a similar flavor, but different. And so what I intend to do is peel them, slice them, and roast them with olive oil, maybe some salt and pepper. And we're going to give those a try. Now, why eat burdock root? Well, it's full of vitamins and minerals. It's also antioxidant. It has so many health benefits. It cleanses the liver. It helps with the kidney production. It has been shown to help kill or interfere with reproduction of some cancer cells. It's great for the skin. I mean, the list just went on and on and on, and I'm probably going to do a video more in depth about this after I try it and see what they taste like, because I've never had it before. So that burdock root, and I was really excited that I got that, because after reading about it, I really wanted to try it. So the price for that, there's 3 pounds, and yes, this is expensive. It's $25. And I'm going to see how you can preserve this, other than I know you can dehydrate it. But I want to try this, and I may give it to a friend to try and see if it helps her with some issues also. So that was kind of pricey, but the more I read about it, the more I really wanted to try the fresh. Now, in addition to that, because you can't always get fresh, in fact, I've never seen it anywhere except on Azure Standard. So I decided to buy some burdock that is dehydrated, and this has been cut and sifted, and you can make this into a tea. You can use it different ways. So I will have this on hand also, and that one, and that's wild harvested burdock root. 1 pound of it, and again, expensive, but $28.64. Now, a pound of this is going to go a long way because it has been peeled, cut, everything, and it's dehydrated. So there's a lot of burdock root in there. And then back here is all kinds of goodies too. I dehydrate some of my own tomatoes, and I make my own tomato powder, but I've never really seen this offered before. And this is dehydrated tomato flakes. They're gluten-free, GMO-free, and this is 1 pound of these. And I think these will be great to put in recipes. I like putting dehydrated tomatoes in pasta, and sometimes in soups, things like that. This is 1 pound for $11, and I don't think that's bad because you're getting a whole pound and it's little chunks of tomatoes. So I think that's actually a pretty good deal. These two things are staples, and I use them all the time, and so I needed to get some more to keep on hand because I do use it a lot. And that is garlic granules, and they're organic. And this is 1 pound. And I'm looking through my receipt because this was pretty big. This was $13.26 for 1 whole pound of garlic granules. Then I bought 1 pound of minced onion, and that was $6.16. And again, if I don't need a lot of onion, or I don't feel like cutting up a whole onion to throw a handful into something, I use this, and it's wonderful to have. And this, I don't bring a lot of milk into the house, and I am not going to use this to cook with because this is for drinking. It's just too good. So this is whole milk powder, and this is the Azure Standard Organic brand. This is a 5 pound bag, and I like to use whole milk powder. I have the 2% or non-fat, whatever it is, and I use that occasionally. But if I'm going to add milk to something, I usually like to add the whole milk. And I have bought the Nido, N-I-D-O, I think, brand for several years and used that. Then I discovered Azure Standard, so I'm buying theirs now. And this is whole milk powder. 5 pounds was $42.86. So, and this is organic, which I like. So that I want to have on hand. And this, I've never tried these, but this is their dried pineapple rings. And this is 5 pounds of dried pineapple rings, $20.15. And that's a lot of dried pineapple rings. So what I do is, because I don't use a lot, I will store these in glass jars, vacuum sealed, and they will stay very well. So those are good. And I got dried yellow peaches, and this is 1 pound. And I didn't buy a lot because I do have my own peach tree, and I hope to be dehydrating some this year, but I wanted to try these. And these peaches were 1 pound for $16. And then this one, I don't have a pear tree, so this is kind of fun. These are dried pears, and they're dried in slices. See if you can see that. And again, it's 1 pound of organic, and these are $13.81. Now, these are things we've been eating a fair amount of because of the keto diet, and I'm cheating, but Brian is still sticking to it pretty well, and he likes to eat pumpkin seeds. So this is 1 pound of pumpkin seeds, and this was $10.89. And these are hulless and organic. More nuts. These are dry roasted peanuts, and this is a 5 pound bag. This is $18.10. And these, you can get roasted, but I bought raw sunflower seeds. And the reason I did that is I plan on making some recipes that call for sunflower butter. And that is processing like you would to make peanut butter. You put them in a food processor and blender, and you process quite a while, my understanding, in order to turn it into a butter like peanut butter, except this one will be made with raw sunflowers. not salted, anything like that. This is just the raw sunflower seeds. And USA grown, which I like to see too. And again, I told you I like to store in glass jars, and some things don't need to be vacuum sealed, but I like the glass jars because it keeps them protected from any kind of insects or critters that could possibly get to them. And it seals pretty well. So these are gallon jars, and 4 of these jars come in a box. The lids you buy separate, so just be aware if you're going to do this. These wide mouth gallon glass jars, there were 4 of them for $17.88. Now, again, if you're buying in bulk and you want to protect your investment, because you need to keep them safe, you need to keep them sealed. And it's something I'm going to be working out of. This is what I use. A lot of times I'll put them in Mylar bags or vacuum seal bags, whatever the case may be. But I love having gallon jars to work out of. So these go on my pantry shelves. Now the jars, let's see, the lids were on here also. The 4 lids to fit these were $3.15. So about $20 and some change for 4 gallon jars. And I don't think that's a bad price. And sometimes these are hard to find. And then this is what I talked about in the beginning when I said I'm not going to itemize everything for you because that's just crazy. But I bought a lot of seeds from Azure Standard. These were $2.75 or less per package. And I've used their seeds. They germinate well. They're organic. Some of these are from Heirlooms Evermore, and some of them are from Brim Seed Company and non-GMO. And so this is a good price, because if you've looked at seeds, most of them start at $3 and some of them go quite a bit higher. They don't have everything, but they've got a pretty large supply. So I bought quite a few. I bought about 15 packages of seeds. So at $2.75 or less, because some were under that, I thought that was a good price for those. But then these are not food, but everything I bought there I've liked. So this is a remineralizing soil booster, which if you keep growing in the garden, even if you're adding other amendments, you want to make sure it has those micronutrients and the minerals. And so I bought this, and it provides essential micronutrients for your fruits, vegetables, flowers, and more. This is a 10-pound bag. And each of these bags, I bought 2 because I've got a pretty big garden, was $14.30. This should treat a pretty large area. And then the other bag that I did not bring in, because it's 50 pounds, and I didn't feel like bringing it in the house. This is 50-pound bag of Microna calcium carbonate powder for the garden, and it's agricultural. It was 50 pounds for $22.25, and so that stayed outside. But that was my order today, and again, it was a huge one. And for all of this stuff, and again, this is not your everyday stuff. This is they're really good products. They're organic, and to me, it's worth it. And I only do this once a month. Well, I don't do this big every month. This one was $339.15. Now, for me, there is no shipping charge. So they put it on the truck. I have to go into town and meet the truck at my specified time. They unload it, and if you need help, there's people there to help you. Usually I can do my own. So all of this I thought was good value, and they ship it to me for free. There is a shipping charge for a lot of places in the country, and I think I'd have to go back and look. I think it was 8% of your total order amount, which it really isn't that much, because your order could be full of 50-pound bags of grain and beans and soil amendments, animal feed, whatever. It doesn't matter how heavy, you're still paying the flat rate. So to me, it's worth it. And I would do this even if I weren't on a free route. So something to look at. I'll have a link below for Azure Standard. And again, I love them. Being upfront with you, if you order more than $100 first time through my link, I will get a small amount of credit for my next order. But you can sign up for that also. If you love Azure Standard as much as I do, you can share your link with others. So that's an added benefit, and I love that too. The other part is they stand behind their products, and if there's any problems, they take care of it. Now last month, no, this was in December. In December, I had an order. I drove into town. I waited till the truck was totally done with our stop, and my order wasn't found. So they aren't open on Sundays, but I called them the next morning. They placed my order for me again because they found my order. It was shipping to Arizona or something. It went on. But they shipped me everything free of charge, except for my milk, because they couldn't do that. But they sent out my order in a shipment, and I had it in a few days. No issues. They just took care of it. And that's been my experience all along. So I hope you look at Azure Standard. It may not be for everybody, but when you see the kind of things that have just been happening in this country with being shut down and the stores empty because trucks can't get through, the weather, whatever the case may be, and there's always something, this is a way to get your pantry stocked. You don't have to get crazy things like I did, but they have bags of beans and grains and flours and everything else that you need to stock your pantry, and they're reasonable, and they're organic, non-GMO, and I really like that. And I am going to tell you, I have priced not even completely comparable things from the grocery store. I think their prices are better. And again, get your own containers, package it up yourself to store long-term or to store mid-term, who knows? But have these things in your pantry so that if something happens, your family is prepared. You can make good, healthy meals. And they have all kinds of products, canned goods, frozen goods, fresh food, you name it. I normally shop mostly for bulk items that I'm gonna store, and I will repackage for myself. So I hope this was helpful. Again, I love Azure Standard, and I really I really stand up behind them because everything I've gotten has been quality. If it wasn't, I'd have to tell you that. but it's been good. And to me, it's kind of inconvenient to go on a Sunday morning before church and get back in time. But I will do it. I will continue to do it because the quality and the price. So I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for watching. God bless, and we'll talk soon.